Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Northwestern Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I did check in with the Hawkeyes head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Coming out with it, it's Grove. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wildcats offense to go on the attack first. And onto the field comes Aiden Child. The Michigan State transfer, right on target last time out, completing better than 70% and a 300-yard day.
Well, this guy's been sensational individually, and when he plays well, he gives his team a chance to win. We know that. Now, obviously, they've got 2 losses. You can't afford another one if you want to reach the college football playoff, David. I think people around him need to step up, and that's going to be, I think, critical in this game.
It's critical the rest of the season. Like you said, the mulligans are gone. You've had a couple of bad performances, but I think they've learned, too, what they do well. And he had a good week last week. Build on it. No more room for error. Everyone step up. Like you said, the run game get better, receivers make plays, and then see where this season goes.
He's past the 30. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Option look, it's Child. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Hand it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the air, it's Child. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
You're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knocked me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable. These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Hawkeyes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Trying to get started. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Sells the run, looking to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Shades a man, and he might take off. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll give it to Malton. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Back to throw, it's Childs. Finds the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes second and 7. Sells to Faith. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 after the 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Holds on, it's Moulton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Gonna look downfield again. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Comes down, it's Diaz. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it in his belly. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Northwestern 7, Iowa 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells the run, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. Looking downfield, it's Childs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. Getting tackles for a losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a 3rd and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's Texas A&M looking for a third straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Ryan Field.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Got a little space. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a gift to Malton. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. Trying to establish the run. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Wildcats will snap it on first and 10. Keeps it looking for the edge. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes a catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Dropping back, it's Childs. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Searching for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 45 on his way. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Out of the gun with Murray Malton. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. In traffic, it's James. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Moulton. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll... down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Just smothered on the play.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop. I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's past the sticks. slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wants to throw on first. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Unloads to the wideout. Just barely got rid of it.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town.